Welcome to the show. I'm one of your hosts, Darius, aka Dio Brando.
It's your boy TK, aka Dr. Curious from District 25.
And today we have a quick segment for you. We're going to share our opinions on assisted suicide. But before we do that, we need you to follow us on social media at PODMTG on Instagram, Facebook. Also, make sure you check out our podcast on iTunes and Spotify, Mind the Gap. Also, subscribe to us on Patreon so you can get some bonus content, early access to episodes, and discounts on merch like what we have here.
Check us out.
Also, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Do it now. Hit the bell.
So, assisted suicide.
Mm-hmm.
My thoughts on it, I'm a little conflicted about it.
Well,
But I think overall, I think we should, like, if you ready to go,
yeah.
I feel like you should be able to decide whether or not you're ready to go there.
When you say, in what terms are you using? You talking about like every day, like right now, or when you sick, or you like that's
Now that's even deep because I was referring to like if you're up in age and you've lived your life or whatever and you're sick or whatever, or you're young and you're just sick and you don't want to.
Yeah.
Because what's the difference between assisting somebody to die and them saying don't try to resuscitate me?
Effort.
I
think the effort. One is like the lack of effort, me not doing anything.
I can just not do anything and you're going to die anyway.
And the other thing is me actually doing something.
Okay.
So that's why I think the difference is right there. But I think, man, it's a tough one, man. But I think everybody should have the choice to do what they want, whether it be to live or to die. Especially if you in
at any stage.
Man, that's tough. I don't know. That's tough to say because that speaks. Because then I got to speak to are you mentally capable of making this type of decision?
Which that's a whole different
thing.
level right there.
But if you in a clear mind,
so we go that route. Do you think if somebody is wanting to end their life, then we should have a process where they're like mentally evaluated?
Yeah, I think so.
And then like if we rule that hey, you're in your right mind and you're of sound mind, you know, that you should be like, yeah, I'm over it.
Or before that, have that in some type of written form that if I'm in a just like if you
do not resuscitate.
Yeah, like do not resuscitate. If you get sick to the point where you know you're delirious or something, that you can have that written down somewhere. But I really do think that if you're sick and you're going to die anyway, or you're in a situation where you feel like you don't have any choice but to live it out and go through pain, I think you should have the option of assisted suicide. I think you should have that option. There's no point of putting anybody through that process of pain, or even having the family go through the process of that type of pain, and not have that option to get out of that.
Now on the other side, should the person that's asked to do it be forced to do it, or should it be like
it should be optional.
Optional.
It should be. Because that's with anything.
Right.
I think that should be like that's individual case, like by case. You know what I mean? I think you have to have some people that are like, that's gonna do it. Because some people, you're gonna have religious people that don't believe in suicide.
Right.
You're gonna have people that don't believe in doing stuff like that you should just ride it out, or people that believe that a miracle may happen, or whatever the case may be. Then you have those people that believe like, you know what, I should just go ahead and put this person out of his misery. I should go ahead and lay this person down. This is this person's choice. This is not mine. He needs help. He want to be relieved of his pain. I can't feel his pain, but it's enough for him to say or her to say, I don't want to be here no more.
Now see, that sounds good, and I'm with that. And then we have to. So if we solve the mental aspect of it and checked off the physical aspect, then the next stage would naturally be, well, how young can you decide whether or not you want to live or not? Or should we? And then we start like putting age limits on everything.
So are you speaking upon how sick the person is, or just the person don't want to be in life no more? Because I think,
all of it.
Okay, well, if we're speaking about illnesses, I don't think they really have an age limit. I don't think that should have an age limit on it.
So
if you got stage 4, even though like miracles do have like the kid who was like, I think he was like 8, he had stage 4, and miraculously he had stage 4 brain cancer. miraculously he ended up living.
So, because that's my concern.
If you do age,
Yeah,
it have to be the same thing with everything else when it comes down to making a decision as an adult. I think you have to be an adult.
okay.
I say that much.
Because the same way, you don't want to make them like a decision that's life altering. In this case,
Yeah.
the end of
The
life.
end. Yeah, end.
And like in that case right there, you never know what's going to happen. So if a child is presented this option,
yeah, that's
but if a child, he's like I'm in pain. Like, and you giving me this option. The parents, of course, are going to be like, yeah, go ahead and let my child go. 9 10s out of 10. But should the child in those situations have the right to? I don't want to go through it. I've been dealing with this since I was born.
See that's when cause you know how I feel when it comes down to kids making decisions. I think the parents should always make the decision.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So in that case, that's hard for me to say because, man, as a kid, like how do you know? Cause I watched this one thing. This kid was sick and he was going to die. Or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking to his dad. He was crying. And he was trying to console his dad, like, Dad, it's gonna be okay, you know.
He seen more. And
he seen like you know what I'm
more.
saying. He said, then he was asking Dad, am I gonna go to heaven and stuff like that. And I was watching that, dog. I was like, man, what mind state is the kid in?
We probably had to grow up a lot faster.
Like right there,
yeah.
Like, bro, I'm not gonna be here anymore. Yeah. And if they had to explain to the kid at that time, at a young age, what that meant. Like I really didn't understand what like dying meant until I was like older.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think this kid, he had to be like 8 or 9, maybe 10.
Forced with that reality.
Yeah.
Like hard reality.
So I don't know. See that's a tricky.
That's where it gets great.
Tricky right there.
Yeah.
Because especially with how I believe in things, especially when you're not of age to take care of yourself, your parents should make decisions for you. So in that decision, because
there's some kids that as soon as they come out, they've had complication after complication after complication.
What?
I think I'm gonna jump out on ledge. I think in some we should have laws set up, but also there's always exceptions to those laws.
Of course.
And in certain situations, I think maybe that should be an option.
But should there?
But I don't know if they should be presented to the child. Like I don't know. Like if they should be like, well, you can take this treatment, or you can take this needle that's gonna make everything go away.
Yeah.
So.
But you got
that's a conversation involving everybody. I think you gotta talk to the parents first, and then get their approval.
So when you say the thing that there's gonna be laws and there's gonna be exceptions to the laws, even though there will be exceptions to the laws, should we accept the
exceptions of the law?
Yeah.
I guess.
Because what's the point of having the law?
Well, the law. Well, it's like the way I think of it is how the laws of nature works.
Mm-hmm.
It's always going to be true except when this happens.
Yeah, of course. When it has the
so as long, because some people will try to find that wiggle room,
of course,
to like do it. But as long as you keep it like here, which is going to be the problem.
Yeah, always that's always
is the thing. But if they don't check off all these boxes, the clear case should be just like no.
Mm-hmm.
But if they do check off these boxes, and I would assume that something like that would not be taken lightly. Hopefully,
I wouldn't assume.
As long as there's no money behind it, like
if
you're not making money,
if it was a policy behind that kid or a life insurance,
kids would be popping out.
Yeah,
dropping off, bro.
So that's what oh man, that's what's tough for me when it comes to anybody that's 18 and younger. Well, younger than 18.
Lean over a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Younger than 18.
Yeah.
So that's when it becomes a problem for me. But
what about 17? What if you a mature 17?
So there you go.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying that's where you go. You doing the what we were just talking about the wiggle room of the law. I had to say no because my standard is 18.
Wow.
Yeah, my standard is 18. Yeah.
So that'd be hard if I had to watch my child like from the age of 12 to 18, like just suffer.
Mm-hmm.
And then on like when he's 18, he decides for himself. He could have saved all that time not suffering. No, but then again, on the flip side, during that time they could have came up with a cure or something. So
I mean, it's always gonna be that though.
It's always gonna be.
That's why I have to be. That's why I would have to say 18. That's why I would have to say 18.
But if you 18, it's whatever.
It's whatever to me when it's
Sickness involved.
sickness is involved. So yeah.
There was an episode of Louis that I just thought of where one of his comedian friends came to him. You know, they both older. And he was like, I'm going to do this last set. I'm going to go get me a drink. And I'm going to go home and kill myself. And then he told it to Louis. And Louis knew his life. He was like, I can't think of one reason why he shouldn't do it.
He shouldn't?
Yeah. He was stuck. Like, he didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, his life is trash. Like, he's not going anywhere. He hasn't been anywhere. He's like, I don't know what to say to this man other than it could get better.
Yeah.
To save this man's life. And I thought that was, like, kind of profound that he came to that realization. Like, I don't know what to say to this man other than, like, hope. Which you...
Yeah.
But you don't, like...
But with that, let's go to another comedian. Let's go to Dave Chappelle. When he opened up on his Sticks and Stones. When he was like, this man traveled around the world. He ate great food and had great conversation. That was his
Anthony
job.
Bourdain.
And he killed himself.
Yeah.
And then he went to go talk to his old friend that works at Foot Locker. Had the suits and all. Like, remember the do you remember that set?
Oh, yeah.
When he talked about, he said, man, he went to law school. He lost everything. He lived in his mom's basement. He works at Foot Locker, has the stripes and everything, and not one time did he think about killing himself.
State of mind, man.
That's a state of mind.
So do you think in that case, if he checked off all the boxes,
who
the guy,
which guy, the guy Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Okay, if he checked off all the boxes as far as
because in the show he was coherent. He was like, I'm giving you reasons why I'm over it.
Yeah,
like blah, bow, bow, bow. He's like, my life sucks. I'm not going anywhere. The career isn't working out. He was sane. And he was just tired of living.
Are you asking me, should he kill himself, or you asking
I'm
me,
asking
should he have an assistant?
Like, should he be allowed to
take himself out?
Yeah.
Whew.
If there's somebody willing to do it.
And when you say willing to do it, like a person on the street or like a doctor or something?
A doctor. Like, I'm assuming like if it's assisted suicide, it would be something medical.
Okay.
And like as painless as possible. Like how they say they do when they do lethal injection.
Yeah. But that's another topic. I don't know. That's a toughie, man. If he checked out all the boxes of mental, like, whew, that's tough.
He's just like, I'm over it.
Because that man, he might win, depending on his situation, everything that's causing him, I don't know. It can flip like that.
Yeah, that last set could have been the greatest set.
And it can
somebody could have been the
way.
audience, man. You want a show? You know what I mean?
And it also can flip the other way. It can get worse.
But he was tired. I guess he was tired of just waiting on that moment.
And it might not even be. He could have just been tired of living. He could win $1 million, win a lottery, and be like, I still don't want to. I don't care for this.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Those decisions are tough, man. Because I don't know. That's a hard discussion for me. I think definitely if you're sick, I think you should have that option. If you're an adult and you don't want to go through that pain no more, or you don't have the faith that you think you should have to get through a situation, you think the best option is for you to have assisted suicide. But if you're just like, every day I'm healthy, I'm just tired of life, it's hard for me to say.
You might just need to be committed for a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard for me just to say like you should do that.
Yeah. So it'll be a new world. Something like that get passed, but
it would be. But I'm not saying I'm opposed to it.
Yeah.
I'm saying I just don't know.
I think
that would be the right thing, in my opinion, to do.
But my only objection to somebody not doing it is all I can offer you is maybe it'll get better.
Yeah.
But I can't promise that.
I had a dude a long time ago, the dude I used to be cool with. He said, this was in my days of, having hope, having that, that glare in your eyes, not really, it'll get better, I was talking to this guy who was in the car or whatever. Mom was taking us home from school or whatever, and we dropped somebody off. And I asked him something, because somebody thought about killing himself or something. And I was like, trying to say that what I would do and what would I say. And I asked him, and he was like, I don't know, man. If I'm a counselor, they come to me and say, if you a counselor, what would you say? He was like, I'll tell them, look, man, try again, do that, do whatever you need to do to go out there and try to fight. But if you feel like you need to kill yourself to prove your point, or kill yourself to get rid of, man, to get away from everything you need to do, then you should go ahead and do it. And he left it as that. Like, he just say, that's what I believe in.
But
and I looked at him like in amazement, like, damn, cuz, like, why would you say that? And then like years later, I'm looking at him like, he kind of got a point. Like, what else can I do for you?
Yeah, if like that's really the only advice I can give you.
Yeah, it's like,
try again.
You try again.
And if
like
you decide after that.
Yeah. So I agree with you too. I think you should be committed or talked to. But if you're in your right mind, what can be done
to convince you otherwise?
Especially
in this
like,
journey that we never asked to be in.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
If you don't want to take the journey, how can I tell you
not
to do it? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's a hard thing.
I think the important distinction is there's some things you can see in people's life where it's an outside force causing them to become that way. Like if you suffer from abuse or you just in a bad situation, something like that, those things can be dealt. But if you just out here, you like, I just don't like society. I just don't like the fact that I got to do this and that to survive every day. I'm over it. Like, I don't want to deal with it. I can't say nothing to you.
Yeah.
Other than I hope you don't try again. You know, I help you. But other than that, it's dark, bro.
Because it's your life.
Yeah, it's your life. I can't.
It's like everything else. You know how I feel about, like, don't try to tell people what to do in their life.
Yeah.
Unless it's like they asking you for advice or they need help or they don't see a certain side.
Right.
But if you're talking to somebody and they see every side and they understand what's going on around them, they just don't want to deal with it. What can you really have a conversation with them about? I don't want to take the journey.
Yeah.
Man, maybe you just need to go to another country. I don't care about that. Maybe you just need to say, I don't care about that. Because then you also got people that have tried to kill themselves and been saved and say, man, me trying to kill myself was the worst decision I ever made.
Right.
Or me actually doing it, like I see
open
one dude.
my eyes.
Yeah, open my eyes.
Like who really cared about me?
Yeah, and what really matters to me. But you don't know, because that's the gamble you take when you roll the dice. See, it's
wild.
That's why I will only say, if you're sick, I think assisted suicide is okay.
Right.
Because of the slim chance, the slim chances of you actually making through something that's terminal.
Right. Is slim.
It's slim.
Yeah.
So I would be okay with it, and to go through pain, unnecessary pain, until you're dead. I wouldn't think
it'd be fair.
Yeah.
To that person.
But anything other than that, I have a hard time saying doing it or not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So.
I mean, it's a tough situation. Definitely case by case.
Case by case.
Definitely case by case. And if you're out there suffering from any type of, depression, or you got something going in your life, I advise you to seek help, seek therapy.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
Even if you're not, I always advise people to seek
go therapy.
Go
anyway.
therapy anyway.
It's good to get to know yourself.
Facts.
But that's why I'm at with it.
Yeah, that's why I'm at with it.
We definitely like to know your thoughts on the situation.
Yeah. Please comment below.
Please comment. Other than that, make sure you follow us on social media at PODMTG. Make sure you subscribe to us on Patreon so you can get extra bonus content and early access to episodes, especially discounts on merch like we're wearing right here. You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful.
Also, like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and make sure you check out our podcast on iTunes and Spotify. Anything else?
Mind the gap.
We out. Welcome to the show. I'm one of your hosts, Darius, a.k.a. Dio Brando.
My bad.
Welcome to Mind the Gap. I'm one of your hosts, Darius, a.k.a. Dio Brando.
It's your boy TK, a.k.a. Dr. Curious from District 25.
All right. I'm used to it. Keep on going.
Oh, nah, that was it for that one.
But today we're going to have a quick segment about our thoughts on... I was rambling. Welcome to the show. This is Mind the Gap. I'm one of your hosts, Darius, a.k.a. Dio Brando.
It's your boy TK, a.k.a. Dr. Curious from District 25.
District 25. And today we're going to share our thoughts on how we feel about assisted suicide.
We can do that.